much all I got, but I would like to ask, you know, you're leaving here. What would be, you know, your final statements to all the students and everybody here?
Thanks for a great time, and thank you for all the support, and thank you for continuing on. You know, when you leave, everybody says nice things about you, and that's real good, and that's appreciated. but I've just been given an incredible opportunity to provide some leadership at a really wonderful institution, and been able to really take the talents, the diverse talents of just an extraordinary group of people, and get them in the boat rowing together. And it's been a dream job, especially here at Seminole, where we've been able to build something brand new, because that matches my personality. You know, we all have areas where we have strengths, and we all have areas where we have weaknesses. Don't put me in a situation where I've got to read a 20-page rule. Don't put me in a situation where I have to deal with the all of the rules and regulations related to insurance. You know, that's just not me. I want to be building things and inventing things and moving forward and coming up with new ideas and then charging forward. I'll tell you a story of where I'm not very good. We had a situation where we had one of our faculty that wanted to bring in a poet for National Poetry Month. This was great. This was several years back, probably before your time. So the poet was going to come in, and he was going to speak in the lobby. And they wanted to give him a little stipend, you know, a poet of some kind. So that was great. And so we're moving forward with it, gets approved, and I get a call from insurance. I'm sorry, you can't come. I said, what do I say? Well, he doesn't have the liability insurance, the $1 million personal liability insurance. And I said, $1 million personal liability, yeah. When we bring in a vendor, and if we pay somebody, it's a vendor, they have to have this liability insurance. And if they don't have it, they have to buy it through the college for coming in and being here, I guess in case they slip and fall. And so I said, let me understand what you're saying. You have to have somebody who's coming in to read a poem. I can still feel the back of my head. I have $1 million liability. Yes, that's the college policy. I said, he's not going to be juggling knives. I said, we'll even make sure he doesn't take the elevator. Well, that's the policy. I said, is there a way to address the policy that will not require him to have $1 million liability insurance? Well, the provost can waive the policy. I said, that's all I need to hear. And I've been waiving for years. Okay, I've just been waiving for years. Now, look, the risk management people are important people. We can't have risks on campus, but I don't work well in that area. Fortunately, and I think it says a lot about building a team. We have people who are really good at that area. And when my blood pressure starts going up when something like that happens, I have them make the call, and they finesse it because they live in that world. But we all have strong suits. And I think what we've been able to do here is put together a team of people who complement one another. There was a story in one of the leadership books I read about teamwork, and it was a story that was attributed to legendary coach John Wooden of UCLA. You probably heard the name. And what he did is they had the varsity, not varsity, but they had the main players, the top players, and then they had a secondary team. It would be like varsity, junior varsity. And so they would play each other all the time. And of course, the starters would always just whoop out. They just always whoop out. So it was never a contest. But one time he decided that he was going to change the players, and he was going to make the center of the top team the guard and switch all the positions around. So they were out of their correct position. And he said, and then so the JV team beat them. Because it's just as important to have the right people in the right positions as it is just to have good people. And so you can have wonderful people, and if they're not in an area that resonates with who they are and what they do well, it can work out very well.